want to win more in Brawl Stars, win more trophies, and suck less? That's right, I'm looking at you, Alex. Be sure to watch this video because we're going to be talking about the best Brawlers right now and the worst Brawlers, ranking them all from 50th all the way to 1st. So be sure to subscribe. It's going to be some fun. So let's get into this. For this list here was made by one of the top pro players in the game, Brawl Stars. So he has a very competitive edge. He plays these Brawlers all the time. And he obviously hates Carl because 50 on the list here, we have Carl. He says it's controversial, but I get it. Honestly, Carl is not in a great spot right now because everyone can stop him from his super. Literally everyone. Now, 49th on the list is Jacky. Yes, she is playable on some maps where there's a lot of walls, but in general, it's hard to get in close range of Brawlers, and she doesn't have the crazy amount of range like some others. Sorry, Jacky. Now, 48th on the list is Shelly. Now, I would say if you're lower in trophies, honestly, she'd be shooting way up the list here. But for the higher tiers of metas, she's still going to struggle a little bit. She still has her flaws, though she has always had. But the buff did help a lot, especially in Showdown. 47th on the list is the silly sausage, Gale. But here I want to leave this note. Guys, this list here, the Brawlers at the bottom are all usable and all can be very, very good. That just shows how good the dev team is doing at balancing Brawl Stars. So every Brawler has uses, every Brawler can be good. Some of them are just more versatile than others. And Gale, I'm sorry, you're not crazy versatile. Yes, in volleyball, you were OP with your twister gadget, but not right now. 46th on the list is Lou. I actually do like Lou, but aside from Hot Zone and aside from Siege with the weird bot mechanics, he's not very good because that's like the main use for his super. It's hard to hit his shots. Sorry, Lou. 45th on the list. This is a prediction. He's not out yet while I'm recording this, but Slash has put Ash here, and I actually agree with him. I played a ton with him, obviously versus Tom for the 1v1, but Ash, it's just so hard to hit his shots. He doesn't have a lot of health. He does get enraged as you go on, but I think this is fair because he's actually quite difficult to play on, which sounds weird, but his main attack's like a worse Frank. 44th on the list is Colette. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of people, but she's not that great. But the only mode she's okay in right now is Heist. She is like a tank counter, but in reality, she's not. She still loses to tanks at the moment. Colette needs some love. 43rd on the list is actually Rosa. Unless the map is like Snake Prairie or a lot of grass on the map, she's gonna struggle. There's ways to play around her. The shield is still OP, but sorry, Rosa, you had your time. 42nd on the list is Nita. Now, honestly, she's okay in Brawl Ball and Gem Grab, but she's horrible in other modes. 41st on the list is Bo. The buff, he does a lot of damage, but still, it's hard to hit your shots with Bo. 40th on the list is 8-bit. He still has uses, can be okay as the mid brawler and okay in Heist, but sorry, I really like you. 39th on the list is Penny. Now, she did get the HP buff. She's a little bit more beefy, a little bit more thick. Issue still lies where Penny is really good with her turret. When you don't have her turret, she's not very good. And there's a lot of brawlers that can destroy her turret nowadays in open walls. Sorry, Penny. 38th on the list is Mr. P. He's a great counter to single shot brawlers like Piper and Jean, but Piper's not crazy used all the time, and Jean just got hard nerfed. Sorry, Mr. P. You're still okay, though. Now, 37th on the list is Dynamike. He's actually in a good spot right now, in my opinion. There's a lot of counters to him, and it is still quite hard to hit his shots, but he's down here for a reason. There's a lot of annoying movement speed brawlers where they're easy to dodge, and the creature of the night is on the top. Foreshadowing. 36th here is Tick, and I'm happy he is way down on this list because Tick, aside from Bounty, he struggles now in a lot of other modes, and I'm happy about that because Tick is very annoying to face. 35th on the list is Nani. What? Yes. Really, Nani's just tough to hit the shots. Good versus long range brawlers. Gadget nerf. Sorry, Nani. 34th on the list is Jessie. She's a solid choice on overall. She's just isn't like a dominant force now the map, so she's good in a lot of places. She's just not like amazing. But that just, again, it shows how good the balance is right now because Jessie is a great brawler. We're only at 34th in the list. So great job, Brawl Stars devs. 33rd here, we have Sprout. Now, Sprout can completely take over some maps where like he can block off areas when everyone's trying to congregate somewhere, but it's hard to hit those shots. And with Stu, Mortis, with a lot of his counters, which we'll talk about later, throwers may not be favorable in this meta at all. For second on the list, we have Barley. Same reasons for Sprout and Dynamike. There's so many counters that are way up in the meta. I'll just foreshadow some. Brock Mino, break walls, Mortis. Did I say Mortis? Yes. Foreshadowing again. And this guy here. 31st here is Edgar. Guys, I've been playing a lot, and I've been seeing so many Edgars around the 500 to 750 trophy range, and even lower, honestly. Launch showing in just any mode in general. We get it. Edgar got a buff, but you don't gotta use him everywhere. But he's still annoying and solid now with that heal. Edgar players rejoice. 30th on the list is Bibi. She's a really good tank. She does struggle though in some scenarios, like getting close to brawlers, and Stu is still really good and it's annoying, but she is a solid choice, especially when you need a tank. 29th on the list is Frank. I personally think this is a little high, but obviously Slash plays a lot more than I do, and he's saying Frank is still really good in Brawl Ball. It's tough to always land that super, and he's just got so much health. You feed the supers, but I like him here because he's better than he has been. 28th is Primo. Now, lower trophies, he's still gonna dominate and smash, but in the higher trophies, people are starting to learn to play around him a little bit, deal with the super, and with the nerf, he doesn't get it as much where he can't chain them as easily. So, sorry, Primo. 27th here is Bull. Now, Bull is one of the best tanks with that high DPS, and with the super and gadget, you can stomp on the fools. However, you only get that 3 times a game, and not everyone plays Heist. Sorry, Bull. For 6th on the list here, we have Darryl. He did get the buffs. I still think Darryl is gonna struggle a little bit because his role has become a little bit predictable, but now he's got a lot more fight in there, so I'm okay with it. 25th on the list, my swag boy Surge. He's still very good though with your gadget, but once you run out of gadget, he struggles, and if you can't stay alive in your higher stages, it stinks. And there's a lot of brawlers now that can counter his main single shot attack. Tara. 24th on the list is B. She's a good solid brawler, especially versus tanks, but outside of that, she loses some of her luster and she's very, very squishy. 23rd on the list is Colt. The reason for this, he's able to like break open walls or just deal a ton of damage. The downside, high skill cap, very high skill cap. I suck at Colt. 22nd on the list is Ems. I personally think this should be way up there because I'm so annoyed at facing Ems, but she's a great tank counter. She does a lot of damage. The issue is if you can't get in range, you don't do anything, but more often than not, you are going to be able to get in range. 21st on the list is Gene. Now, Gene literally just like, say this is Gene, just threw him in the trash can. Not really, but he's still a solid choice. It's just those nerfs hurt a lot. A lot of his punches gone out of there, and okay choice, just not the best at the moment. Don't expect to destroy fools anymore. 20th on the list here is Griff. He's actually an amazing tank counter, and that DPS he can get off, especially with his super, is quite crazy. Griff, you're sneaky good. 9th on the list is Pam the Thickness. Got great stats, great super, and everything. It's just thing as though she's thick, feeds a lot of supers, and it's not always crazy consistent damage with her. 18th on the list is Ruffs. Now, Ruffs, paired with a team that you can synergize with, amazing. When Ruffs is by himself, it's hard, but you can give him power-ups or HP is super useful. Just gotta have the team to properly use that and utilize that, but that's not always all the time. Bad randoms. 17th on the list is Piper. Now, again, higher skill cap brawler, harder to hit your shots, but if you're good with Piper, she can literally take over games. 16th on the list here, we have max speed and quickness. Again, higher skill cap with her too. She's frustrating, but you guys know when you face a good max player, she's like one of the most annoying brawlers to but she's good. 15th on the list is Byron. Byron with the heals is still super strong, being able to heal and dish out damage at the same time, and that super is crazy. And that range. Jeez, Byron, calm down. You already got a good power league skin. 14th on the list here is Amber. She's like a solid choice anywhere you want to play her. She's super easy to play, just very, very good. 13th on the list is Tara. Now, she's still a top pick. She's got that gadget to counter the single shot users like Stu, Leon, Surgeon, whatever, because of that 3 Shadow Clone gadget. It's just that mid to long range, she falls off a lot, and her super does take a long time to charge, but she's still good. 12th on the list is actually Buzz. His second gadget actually helps him a ton, that added range, and that stun is just insane. Being able to chain the stuns, bah, 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 bah. Buzz, you're crazy. Especially in Brawl Ball with his gadget, you get a free super shot, basically. Look at that goal I just had, it's crazy. 12th on the list here is actually Spike. The gadget helped him a lot. He's got both good gadgets. Like in Heist, he can do a ton of damage. You gotta be looking out for him. Super slow and everything, and just consistent damage. Just a little squishy, but Spike, you've been always good. 10th on the list is Poco. Slash is predicting a more tank meta, and Poco enables that. So this may be a little bit high if that's doesn't come to fruition, but Poco is still solid. Just heals on top of heals. Now, 9th on the list is Squeak. If you haven't seen Squeak around, cover your ears. He's annoying, and now he's annoying to also play against, but they fixed the issue with his consistent damage. You land 2 shots, boom, you're getting damage for sure, and that super just hits. Squeak, you're very good. 8th on the list is Crow. Nothing else to say here. He's annoying to face. The slows, the gadget. Crow, you're still good. 7th on the list is what? Leon. In higher tier gameplay, his gadget is insane. Being able to just easily hide your team is value. But also, he's got a lot of damage. He's got that heal super, which is so annoying to face. Good Leon players make you look silly. He's in the top 10. What? 6th on the list is Rico. Rico is still as dominant. That gadget is just insane. Rico, you're crazy. Hard to play though sometimes. 5th on the list is Sandy. Sandy was like one of the top brawlers before they barely nerfed his gadget. He's still good. 4th on the list, we got a newcomer, Brock. That buff. Brock be looking thick and swaggy, and those shots hurt. Just you gotta be able to land them, but you got a gadget for that too. And he's good at breaking walls. It's just Brock, welcome back. 3rd on the list is Mortis. Basically, he can use both his star powers together. He's got Coiled Snake and the Creepy Harvest to get the heal. If you guys haven't been playing or seeing Mortis, dude, this is like such annoying to face. And I won't hate you for playing Mortis in Brawl Ball now because he's good. 2nd on the list is still Stu, even though they nerfed his gadget, dude. He still has all the utility and can still break it. The dude gets a super in one shot. That nerf was like nothing. They tickled his gas wheel. It doesn't matter. Stu is just so annoying to face. Number 1 on the list here is still gonna be Belle. She's still gonna have that range. She's still gonna have that anti-noob bounce shot thing. Belle's long range is just crazy. Her survivability got touched a little bit, but she's still crazy. Honestly, guys, if you're playing Power League, pick Belle first on any of the open maps or whatever. She's crazy, and she's been the best sniper for basically since she's came out. Oh my gosh. But everyone, that is the list right there. Comment down below if you guys would change anything or what are your thoughts. The balance changes are so new, so now is the time to experiment. And there might be some tweaks to the list going forward, but let me know if you guys want to see this. Leave a like. Use code BT1 to help support the channel. Goodbye.